Guruji,
yeah,
okay, you can start. Yes.
Smriti Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. With the abundant blessings of our Acharya Swamiji, we are in the last Shatakam, Mandasmita Shatakam of Mookapanchashati, Shloka number 72. Please.
Josna kim tanute phalam tanumatam aushnya prashantim vina tvalmandasmita rochisha tanumatam kamakshi rocishnuna santapo vinivaryate navavayaga prachuryamankúryate saundaryam परिपूर्यते जगति सा कीर्तिश्च संचार्यते.
Jyotsna kim tanute phalam tanumatam aushnya prashantim vina. Jyotsna is moonlight. Kim phalam tanute, does it give fruit? Does moonlight, moonshine, give fruit? Except vina, except tanumatam aushnya prashantim vina. Tanumatam, for jivas, tanu is body. For those who hold body, dehinam, we say, isn't it? Same, tanumatam. For jivas, aushnya prashantim vina. Subduing of heat, removal of heat. Aushnya is heat, ushna. Prashanti is subduing, removing. Except removal of heat of the bodily heat of the jivas, that is why he is talking about those who hold the body. He is referring to the bodily heat. Except removal of bodily heat of those who hold the body, the jivas, what fruit is there in moonlight? What fruit does it give? Does moonlight give? That is the question. Tvan mandasmita rochusha tanumatam kamakshi rochishnuna santapaha vinivaryate. Tvan mandasmita rochusha. Rochishnuna. Rochishnuna means brilliant. Your gentle smile is brilliant. By the radiance of that brilliant, gentle smile. Rochishnuna, brilliant. Rochusha, by that radiance. By that radiance, O Kamakshi, Tanumatam, for the Jiva, Santapaha Vinivaryate. The internal misery, Santapaha is the internal misery, the mental misery is removed. With moonlight, only external heat was removed, whereas with your gentle smile, with the radiance of your gentle smile, internal misery is removed. Not only that, Navavaya Prachuryam Ankuryate. Navavayaha, the new youth. The new youth. Vayaha is age, Navavayaha, the new young age. Prachuryam Ankuryate, the abundance of youth. Navavayaha Prachuryam Ankuryate. The abundance of youth is sprouted. Saundaryam Paripuryate. Beauty is fully achieved. Fullness of beauty is achieved. Jagati sa kirtishcha sancharyate. Sa means that gentle smile, radiance of the gentle smile. Kirtishcha sancharyate. In the world, Jagati, fame, kirtishcha, fame also, sancharyate, it spreads. Fame is also spread. Beauty in fullness is given, and sprouting of freshness of youth, abundance of fresh youth is happening. and internal misery is removed. All this happens for jivas by the radiance of the very brilliant, gentle smile of yours. Whereas in the case of moonshine, what fruit does it give except removal of external heat of jivas? So in the case of moonlight, it is only external heat is removed, whereas in the case of gentle smile radiance, not only internal misery, the youth, abundance of beauty, and extraordinary fame, all these are achieved. Next.
वैमल्यं कुमुदश्रियां हिमरुचः कान्त्यैव सन्दुक्षते जोष्णा रोचिरपि प्रदोषसमयं प्राप्यैव सम्पद्यते स्वच्छत्वं नवमौक्तिकस्य परमं संस्कारतु दृश्यते कामाक्ष्याः स्मितधीतिते विशधिमा नैसर्गिको भासते.
He is giving 3 examples, then he comes to gentle smile. Let us look at the examples first. Vaimalyam kumudashriyam himaruchaha kantyaiva sandhukshate. Kumudashriyam, the glory of lily flowers. Vaimalyam, the whiteness of the glorious lily flowers, the beautiful lily flowers. Kantyaiva, himaruchaha kantyaiva sandhukshate. It is kindled, sandhukshate means it is kindled by the radiance of the moon. Himaruchi is moon. Kanti is radiance. By the radiance of the moon is kindled the whiteness and the glory of lily flower. Now, Jyotsna rochirapi pradosha samayam prapyaiva sampadyate. Okay, now because of moonlight, lily attains its glory. Now, moonlight, how does it come? The shine of the moonlight, the radiance of the moonlight, even the radiance of the moonlight, Jyotsna rochihi api pradosha samayam prapyaiva, only at the time of dusk, only at the time of evening, pradosha samayam, at that time only, because only after nightfall, Jyotsna has got some meaning. Otherwise, moonlight has no meaning. That's what he means. So only by evening time, prapyaya, only after attaining evening time, sampadyate, it is attained. That means the shine of the moonlight is also attained only when evening time is reached. Svachhatvam navamauktikasya paramam samskarataha drishyate. Now, the other example is navamauktika, fresh pearl. Fresh pearl. Svachhatvam, the purity of the fresh pearl. Drishyate is seen. When it is seen, paramam samskarataha, only after it is purified very well. If you take the pearl from the oyster and then start wearing it, nobody will recognize it as a pearl. Only when it is purified, it becomes a good pearl. So he says the purity of the new pearl is also seen only after good purification. Paramam samskarataha. Paramam swachhatvam you can take. Navamuktikasya paramam swachhatvam samskarataha drishyate. The supreme purity of the new pearl is seen only after purification. So, 3 examples he gives where you need an external agency to bring out the beauty. Now, in the case of gentle smile of Kamakshi, Kamakshaha, Smita Didhitehe, Didhite is the rays, the beautiful rays, the radiant rays of the gentle smile. Vishadima means whiteness, the purity. Vishadima, whiteness and purity. Naisargikaha bhasate. Naisargikaha means naturally. Naturally it shines. The beauty and the whiteness of the gentle smile radiance shines on its own without the help of any external agency. Whereas in the other three cases, you need an external prodding. In the case of lily flower, you need the moon shines kantyaiva sandhukshati. Because of the radiance of the moonshine, it is kindled. The whiteness and the glory are kindled. Similarly, the moonshine itself comes out only when evening time is reached, not during daytime. Similarly, for the new pearl, the supreme purity comes out only after purification. Whereas in the case of Kamakshi's gentle smile, radiance, you don't need any of these external props. It shines on its own automatically. Next.
प्राकाश्यं परमेश्वर प्रणयिनी त्वन्मन्दहासश्रियः श्रीकामाक्षि मम क्षिणोतु ममता वैचक्षणीम् अक्षयां यद्वीत्येव निलीयते हिमकरग मेघोदरे शुक्तिका गर्भे मौक्तिकमण्डली च सरसीं मध्ये मृणाली च सा.
Parameshwara Pranayini is an address, beloved of Parameshwara. Sri Kamakshi is also an address, the glorious Kamakshi. Twan mandahasa shriyaha prakashyam mama mamata vaikyakshanim akshayam kshinotu. That is the sentence. Twan mandahasa shriyaha, the glory of your gentle smile. Prakashyam, the shine of your gentle smile, which is beautiful, which is glorious. Mama mamata vaikyakshanim akshayam shinotu. Mama, my, mamata, mindness, vaikyakshanim is skill. Vaikakshana is an expert. Vaikakshani is the expertise. My expertise in mindness. My expertise in mindness. That means I am an expert in always maintaining my mindness. Mindness is one of the greatest of defects of human being, isn't it? I-ness and mindness, ahankara and mamakara. So he is now talking about the mamakara. So he says, I am an expert in maintaining my mamata, akshayam, that too undiminished mindness. I am good in maintaining undiminished mindness, akshayam. It never reduces. It's not as if I had a lot of mamata yesterday, I have less of mamata today. No, it keeps on increasing if at all. There is no question of reduction. Shinotu, let it destroy. Let your gentle smile destroy the undiminished expertise of my mindness. Yad bhityeva niliyate himakaraha. Now he is praising the gentle smile. Now there is a prayer from the gentle smile that it should reduce, it should destroy my mindness. Now he is praying. After praying, he is praising. Yad bhityeva, by fear of your gentle smile, himakaraha niliyate. Moon is hiding behind the clouds. Meghodare niliyate. Meghodare, in the belly of clouds. In the belly of clouds, moon is hiding because of fear of your gentle smile, because he cannot compete with your gentle smile. Shuktika garbhe mauktika mandali cha. Mauktika mandali, a group of pearls, also hides in Shuktika garbhe, in the belly of the oyster. In the belly of the oyster, the pearl is also, the group of pearls is also hiding because it cannot face your gentle smile. Similarly, Sarasi Madhye Mrunali cha. In the middle of the pond, Mrunali is lotus stem. That means lotus. Mrunali is lotus stem. That means lotus here. So the lotus stem also hides itself in the middle of the pond. It doesn't want to face face you. So this is the praise of Kamakshi's gentle smile. By fear of your radiance of your gentle smile, moon goes and hides itself in the belly of the clouds. The pearl of the group of pearls hides itself, conceals itself inside the belly of the oyster, and the lotus stem also hides itself in the middle of the pond. So the prayer is, let your the glorious gentle smile shine, the radiance of the glorious gentle smile, let it destroy the undiminished expertise of my sense of mindness. That is the prayer. So the sense of mindness is so bad, so evil, that he is praying for destruction of that, and only for that he is praying. Next.
हेरम्बे च गुहे च हर्षभरितं वात्सल्यमङ्कुरयत् मारद्रोगिणि पूरुषे सगभुवं प्रेमाङ्कुरं व्यञ्जयत् आनम्रेषु जनेषु पूर्णकरुणा वैदग्ध्यमुत्तालयत् कामाक्षि स्मितमञ्जसा तव कथं कारम् मया कथ्यते.
Tava smita manjasa, tava smitam, your gentle smile, that is the subject. Herambecha guhecha harsha bharitam vatsalyam ankurayat. Guhe, after guhe, there is a cha in the original, that is missing here in the print. Herambecha guhecha harsha bharitam vatsalyam ankurayat. Heramba is Ganapati, Guha is Subramanya. With both Ganapati and Subramanya, Harsha Bharitam, with a lot of happiness, with a lot of full of delight. Vatsalyam Ankurayat. Your love, your motherly love, Vatsalyam is parental love is called Vatsalyam. What father and mother show to the child is called Vatsalyam. Every love has got its own term in Sanskritam. A husband's love for wife is called prema. It's not called vatsalya. So vatsalya is parental love. So he says, your motherly love is sprouted, ankurayat. It's sprouted by your gentle smile, which is full of delight, harsha bharitam, with Ganapati and Subramanya. Then Maradrohini Purushe Sahabhuvam Prema Ankuram Venjayat. In the case of Shiva, Maradrohini, in the case of Shiva, Purushe, Paramapurusha, the Supreme Purusha, Shiva, Prema Ankuram, the sprout of Prema, the sprout of congenial love, is Venjayat, it shows, Sahabhuvam, natural. That is, you don't have to make any effort for that Prema Ankuram. It is natural. Whenever you see Shiva, naturally Prema Ankuram comes up. So the sprout of Prema comes up whenever you are with Shiva, and it is natural for you. Anamreshu Janeshu Purna Karuna Vaidagdhyam Uttalayat. Anamreshu Janeshu. In the case of those who worship, people who worship you, Purna Karuna, full of compassion, Vaidagdhyam, the skill of showing fullness of compassion, Uttalayate means increasing, abundant. Uttalayate is abundant, abundantly showing, that is the expertise. The expertise is showing abundance of fullness of compassion. See how many words he is using for Karuna. He is using Purna, he is using Vaidagdhyam, he is using Uttalayati. He is praising the Karuna with three adjectives. Purna is fullness of compassion. Vaidagdhyam is the skill. It is shown in a very skillful manner, so that the Karuna is effective. See, when you do something with skill, it is effective, isn't it? If you do it without skill, it is not effective. So make the karuna effective, make it abundant, make it full, and make it effective, skillful. So three adjectives he is using. Purna karuna vaidagdhyam uttalet. For those who worship. Kamakshi mitam anjasa tava kathankaram maya kathyate. Tava smitam, your gentle smile, your smile, anjasa, quickly, easily, or truly. Truly, we will say. Truly, how can I describe that? Kathamkaram maya kathyate. How will it be described by me? How will it be described by me? Truly, because the true description of your gentle smile eludes me. I cannot describe it truly because it has different dimensions. If it has one dimension, I can describe it properly. I have described three dimensions. It may have many more dimensions not known to me. That is what it means. So three dimensions of the gentle smile are described by the poet. He says, in the case of Ganapati and Subramanya, full of delight, motherly love, it sprouts your gentle smile. Similarly, in the case of Paramapurusha Shiva, naturally, your prema, your love for your husband sprouts. Similarly, in the case of those who worship, your compassion is coming out in all its skill, in all its fullness, and in all its abundance. Uttalayat. The fullness is different from abundance. Purna is different from Uttalayat. So, fullness, abundance, and very skillful exhibition of karuna. So he says, how can I describe truly your gentle smile? Next.
सङ्कृत्वद्विजराजकोऽप्यविरतं कुर्वन् द्विजैः सङ्गमो वाणी पद्धति दूरगोऽपि सततं तत्सागचर्यौ वगल् अश्रान्तं पशुदुर्लभो विकलयन् पत्युः पशूनां रतिं श्रीकामाक्षि तव स्मितामृतरस चन्दोमयि स्पन्दता.
Again, Smita Amrita Rasas Chandaha is the subject. It's the last line. Chanda is oozing out, flowing out of the Amrita of gentle smile, flowing out of the sweet Amrita of your gentle smile. That is the subject. Now, what does it do? Sankruddha Dvija Rajakopi Aviratam Kurvanna Dvijaihi Sangamam. Sankruddha Dvija Rajakaha Api. Dvija Rajaka is moon, we have seen before. He is the king of twice born. Dvijas are Brahmanas and he is the Devata for Brahmana. So Dvija Rajakaha is moon. For the moon, Sankruddha Api, you are always angry with the moon because moon is a competitor for your gentle smile. So your gentle smile is always angry. That has been said many times. Sankruddha Dvija Rajakaha Api, even though it is angry with the moon, Aviratam Kurvan Dvijaihi Sangamam. Dvijaihi with Brahmanas, with those who are Vedic Brahmanas, those who are engaged in chanting of Vedas, that kind of Brahmana. Sangamam Aviratam Kurvan, making contact. Sangamam Kurvan, establishing contact, keeping contact. Aviratam, without let, always without let, you are establishing contact with Brahmana. The pun is on the word Dvija. You are always establishing contact with Dvijas, but Dvija Raja, you are always angry. That is the pun. Dvija Raja is the moon. You are angry with the moon, but you are establishing continuous contact with Dvijas. So then, Vani Paddhati Duragaha Api Satatam Tat Sahacharyam Vahan. Vani is speech. Vani Paddhati Duragaha Api. Even though your gentle smile is far away from the process of speech. What does it mean? it cannot be described in words. It is beyond the scope of speech. It is far away from the scope of speech. Even then, Satatam tat sahacharyam vahan. Even then, Satatam vahan, always you are carrying. What you are carrying? Tat sahacharyam. One is sahacharyam means togetherness, being together. You are always entertaining togetherness with Vani. The second Vani is Saraswati, because you are always with Saraswati. Your companionship with Saraswati is always maintained, even though you cannot be described by words. Vani, first Vani is words, second Vani, Tat Sahacharyam means Vani Sahacharyam. Ashrantam Pashu Durlabhaha api Kalayan Patyau Pashunam Ratim. Pashu Durlabhaha api. Even though your gentle smile is very difficult to attain for Pashus. Pashu means, normally it means animal. Here it means those who are ignorant. Because animals are not looking for gentle smile. Only human beings will look for gentle smile. We have the intelligence to look for gentle smile. But because they are ignorant, they don't realize the value of your gentle smile. So it is difficult to attain. Pashu Durlabaha api. Ashrantam, always, without any deviation. Always it is difficult for Pashus. Even then, Patyau, Pashunam Patyau, Ratim Kalayan. Pashunam Pati is Shiva, that we know. Pashunam Patihi, Pashupatihi is Shiva. Pashunam Patyau, in the case of Shiva, Ratim Kalayan. Rati is extraordinary love. Deep love is called Rati. So, in the case of Shiva, you are showing deep love. But in the case of Pashu, for Pashu, you are very difficult to attain. For Pashupati, you are showing extraordinary love. In the case of Dvija, you are showing intimacy, but in the case of Dvija Raja, you became angry. This is just opposite of that. In the case of Pashupati, you are showing Rati, but in the case of Pashu, you are Durlabha. So he says that kind of Amrita Rasa with the Amrita Rasa Syandaha, that flow of Amrita Rasa of your gentle smile, Mayi Spandatam, let it flow towards me. That flow, let it flow towards me. Let it not flow somewhere else. Let it flow towards me. That is the prayer. So the prayer is, let the flow of the Amrita Rasa of your gentle smile flow towards me. And the description is that that flow is always maintaining intimacy with Dvijas, even though it is angry with Dvija Raja, who is the moon. And it is always entertaining closeness with Saraswati, even though it is beyond the scope of Vani, beyond the scope of speech. Similarly, the flow of Amrita Rasa is uh, showing deep love towards Pashupati, even though it is very difficult to attain, impossible to attain for Pashus, always. So, this is the contrast. So, that kind of Amrita Rasa, let it flow towards me. That is the prayer. Next.
Sri Kamakshi Maheshware प्रेत्यं प्रकटीकरोति सगजाम् तत्तादृत्तवमन्दहासमहिमा मातः कथं मानिताम् तन्मूर्ध्ना सुरनिम्नगां च कलिकाम् इन्दोश्च तां निन्दति
Sri Kamakshi Maheshware Nirupama Premankura Prakramam. With Shiva, Maheshware, with Shiva, Nirupama, unparalleled. Upama is parallel, we all know. Upama is parallel example. Nirupama means without parallel, unparalleled. Prema Ankura Prakramam, the process of the sprout of love, the process of the sprout of love. Exhibit to gentle smile, your gentle smile always exhibits the process of the sprouting of unparalleled love with Shiva. Sahajam Unnidrayanne Madhurin. Now, he is not satisfied with this description. He is describing it further. That love towards Shiva, he is describing it further. You have seen always, whenever Devi's love of Shiva is described, the poet reaches the peak of description. He is very happy with this kind of description. Sahajam Unnidrayanne Madhurim. Sahajam Madhurim Unnidrayanne. Sahajam Madhurim means sweetness which is always present. Sahaja means born along with me. That is Sahaja. Born along with the person. So Sahajam Madhurim. It is born with the gentle smile. The sweetness is inborn with the gentle smile. With the inborn sweetness, Unnidrayanne. Unnidrayanne means bringing out. Nidra is putting to sleep. Unnidrayanne, getting up from sleep. So exhibiting, showing, bringing out. So bringing out the inborn sweetness, your gentle smile always exhibits the process of the sprouting of unparalleled love in the case of Shiva. Tattadrika tava mandahasa mahima matah katham manitam tanmurdhana suranimnagam chakalikam chindoscha tam nindati. Now he is raising a question. Tattadrika, that kind of tava mandahasa mahima, the glory of your gentle smile, the glory of your gentle smile of that nature, tattadrika. That nature, Mataha, O mother, Katham, how does it do? Tanmurdhana. Tanmurdhana means on his head. Whose head? Shiva's head. Because Shiva was the one to whom love was shown, isn't it? So Tanmurdhana on Shiva's head. Manitam. He is keeping it on his head with honor. Manitam means honored. Honored. He is keeping on his head with honor. Whom he is keeping on his head with honor? Suranimnagam cha kalikam indoshya. He is keeping two people on his head. Suranimnaga. Nimnaga means river. Suranimnaga, divine river. That is Ganga. Kalikam indoshya. Indoshya kalikam. Indu is moon. Indoshya kalikam. That is the bud of the moon. That means half moon. Bud of the moon, half moon. So he is keeping the moon bud as well as Ganga on his head and keeping it with honor. Not that he is keeping it with disdain. He is keeping it with honor. But your gentle smile, what does it do? Tam nindati. These two, the gentle smile always criticizes, despises. Your gentle smile despises these two. How is it? When you are showing extraordinary love to Shiva, but what Shiva is honor, keeping with honor on his head, you are despising Ganga as well as moon bud. That is the question. The poetic way of expressing that gentle smile has no parallel, has no comparison either with Ganga or with moon shine. So he says, O Kamakshi, your gentle smile always exhibits, in the case of Shiva, the process of sprouting of unparalleled, extraordinary love, showing alongside the inborn sweetness. That kind of glorious gentle smile, oh mother, how does it look down upon the Ganga as well as the moon bud, which are kept on the head of Shiva with honor? That is the question. Next.
ये माधुर्य विहार मंडप भुवः ये शैत्य मुद्राकरः ये वैशद्य दशा विशेष सुभगाः ते मन्दहास पुराः कामाक्ष्याः सगजं गुणत्रयमिदं पर्यायत कुर्वतां वाणी गुम्बनडम्बरे च हृदये कीर्ति प्ररोहे च मे.
Ye mandahasa ankuraha on the second line. Mandahasa ankuraha. The sprouts of gentle smile, they are being described first. Madhurya vihara, he is describing those gentle smile ankura in very pleasing and very superior terms. Madhurya vihara mantapa bhuvaha. They are actually the mansions where sweetness is sporting. Sporting mandapas for sweetness. Madhurya vihara mantapa bhuvaha. They have become, bhuvaha, they have become mansions for sporting of sweetness. That means they are full of sweetness. Ye shaitya mudrakaraha. They hold the seal of coolness. They are so cool. So he says they are holding the seal of coolness. That seal means what? It is always there. Once you put a seal on a document, the document bears the seal always. The seal is a permanent fixture. So he says your coolness is a permanent fixture. Ye vaishadya dasha vishesha subhagaha. Vaishadya is whiteness. Vaishadya dasha is whiteness, the state of whiteness. Vishesha subhagaha, the whiteness is something special and you are lucky. Subhaga is saubhagya, is luck, good fortune. So the gentle smile has got the good fortune of having very special whiteness. Mandahasa ankuraha, kamakshaha, sahajam gunatrayamidam paryayataha kurvatam. Kamakshaha gunatrayam idam. These three qualities of Kamakshi, Kamakshaha sahajam gunatrayam idam. These three qualities which are inborn in Kamakshi, which three qualities? One is sweetness, another is coolness, another is whiteness. He has described Madhurya, Shaityam, and Vaishadya Dasha. So these three, Gunatrayam, these three qualities which are inborn in Kamakshi, Paryayataha Kurvatam. Let them be given to me in order. Paryayataha means in order. He is mentioning the order in which he wants these three qualities. Where he wants these three qualities. Vani Gumphana Dambareta Hridaye Kirti Praroheta Me. Me Vani Gumphana Dambare. Dambara is exhibition of the structure of threading together words. Gumphana is threading together like flowers are threaded together like that. Words are threaded together in a speech. So he is saying quality of speech. My quality of speech should bear sweetness because first quality is madhurya. So he is explaining it in a very poetical way. He says the exhibition of threading of words should bear sweetness. Next, hridaye. Hridaye shaityam. In my heart, coolness should be there. My heart should always be cool, not hot. Because evil qualities bring up heat. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. These qualities bring up heat, whereas Shanti is always cool. So, Hridaye Shaityam. Then Kirti Praroheta. In the increasing fame, Vaishadya, whiteness. That means my Kirti should be spotless. Nobody should say, this fellow, yes, he is very good, but he has got this particular defect. That kind of thing is not spotless. So he says, spotless white should be there in my increasing Kirti. Kirti Praroha. For the other two, he didn't say Praroha. He said only Vani, Gumpana, Dambara and Hridaya. But here he says Kirti Praroheta. In the case of Kirti, it is always increasing. Kirti should increase, not decrease. So in the case of increasing Kirti, in the case of increasing fame, it should be white, spotlessly white. These three kurvata may please be done. So the sprouts of the gentle smile, they are They have become the mansion of sport, of sweetness. They bear the seal of coolness. They are fortunate in having a very special state of whiteness. And the prayer is these three qualities, sweetness, coolness, and whiteness, which are inborn with Kamakshi, let them be given to me in this order. The sweetness in the exhibited threaded words, and coolness in my heart, and whiteness in the case of increasing fame. Next.
कामाक्ष्या मृदुलस्मितांशुनिकरा दक्षान्तके वीक्षणे मन्दाक्षग्रहिण हिमद्युति मयूकाक्षेपदीक्षाङ्कुराः दाक्ष्यं पक्ष्मलयन्तु माक्षिकगुणे द्राक्षाभवं वाक्षु मे सूक्ष्मं मोक्षपथं निरीक्षितुमपि प्रक्षालयेयुर्मनः.
Kannan, the screen is not showing shloka 81, 79. Now okay. Now okay. Kamakshyaha mrudala smitaamshu nikaraha dakshantake vikshane mandaksha grahilaha. Mrudala smitaamshu nikaraha, masses of rays of gentle smile. Mrudala smita, gentle smile. Amshuman is Surya, we have seen before. Amshu is ray. Nikara is mass. The masses of rays of your gentle smile of Kamakshi, Dakshantake Vikshane, when they are seen by Dakshantaka. Who is Dakshantaka? Shiva, the killer of Daksha. He killed Daksha, isn't it? So he is Dakshantaka, Antaka of Daksha. So when they are looked at by Shiva, Mandaksha Grahila, they accept, they adopt bashfulness, shyness. Mandaksha is shyness. They assume shyness. Himadyati Mayukakshepa Dikshankuraha. When Shiva looks at the gentle smile, it assumes bashfulness. But in the case of moon, Himadyati, in the case of moon, Himadyati Mayukaha, rays of the moon, Shepa means pushing. Diksha Ankuraha, they are sprouts which have taken a vow. These sprouts have taken a vow of pushing away the rays of the moon. That means what? The rays of the moon, they don't like. So the gentle smile always pushes. So he is putting it very poetically that these sprouts have developed a vow, diksha, of pushing away the rays. Mayukha means rays of Himadyuti, that is moon. Dakshyam Pakshmalayantu Makshika Gudad Drakshabhavam Vakshume. May Vakshu. Vakshu means in my words. In my words, Dakshyam Pakshmalayantu. Dakshyam means expertise. In my words, let it nourish. Pakshmalayantu means let it nourish, let it increase. Let it nourish, let it increase expertise in my words. Makshika Guda Draksha Bhavam, not just expertise. Sweetness with expertise. What kind of sweetness? Makshika is honey, Guda is jaggery, Draksha is Draksha. Grapes. So he says the sweetness of honey, sweetness of jaggery, sweetness of grapes should be there in my words, along with the expertise, that is increased. Sukshmam mokshmapatham nirikshitum api prakshalayeyuhu manaha. Not only that, first he said about the words. Now he is going to the mind. First he said about the words. Now he is going to the mind. Manaha. Sukshmam mokshapatham nirikshitum api prakshalayeyu. My mind is very dirty now. It has to be cleaned first. Prakshalayeyu. Pada prakshalanam we say. Prakshalanam means washing the feet. Pada prakshalanam. Prakshalayeyu means let them wash. Let them wash my mind clean. For what purpose the mind should be washed clean? Sukshmam mokshapatham nirikshitum api. For looking at the very subtle path of liberation. Sukshmam mokshapatham. The path of liberation is very subtle. It cannot be seen by everybody. That we all know, isn't it? To perceive the path of liberation is not easy. It is very subtle. So for looking at that path, the mind should be cleaned first, isn't it? Only a subtle mind can look at the subtle mokshapatha. So for the mind to become subtle, it has to be cleaned first. So prakshalayayur manaha. So that is the prayer. So the radiance, the mass of rays of your gentle smile, when they are looked at by Shiva, the killer of Daksha, they assume bashfulness, but they become sprouts of expertise in pushing away the rays of the moon. So let those sprouts, let them increase, let them nourish in my words expertise mixed with the sweetness of honey, jaggery, and grapes, and let them also wash my mind clean for the purpose of being able to perceive the very subtle path of moksha. Next.
जात्या शीतल शीतलानि मधुराणि एतानि पूतानि ते गाङ्गानीव पयांसि देवि पटलानि अल्पस्मितज्योतिषाम् येन पङ्कपरम्परा मलिनिताम् एकाम्रनाथ प्रिये प्रज्ञानात्सुतरां मदीयधिषणां प्रक्षालयन्तु क्षणात्.
This shloka is also about washing the mind again. Now he is going into detail. Your gentle smile is, how is it? Alpasmita Jyotisham Patalani, second line. Patalani Alpasmita Jyotisham. Alpasmita is gentle smile. Normally he says Mridusmita, Mridulasmita. Now he is saying Alpasmita. Alpasmita means small. That means you should not laugh very widely. That is called gentle smile, isn't it? So Alpasmita is gentle smile. Jyotisham Patalani, the group of radiances of the gentle smile. The groups of radiances of the gentle smile, they are Jatya Sheetalani. Sheetala Sheetalani. Jatya Sheetala Sheetalani. Not Sheeta Sheetalani. Jatya Sheetala Sheetalani. Jatya means by nature, by jati, by nature. Sheetala Sheetalani means very cool. Sheetalani means very cool. Sheetala Sheetalani means very cool, extraordinarily cool. They are extraordinarily cool by nature. Madhurani, etani, putani. Madhurani, they are by nature very sweet also. And they are by nature very pure. Putani, very pure. Gangani eva payamsi. See, Ganga is not only pure, it also purifies us, isn't it? Ganga is pure and it also purifies. Similarly, Potani means the Gangani iva, like Gangani Payamsi iva. Payamsi waters, Gangani of Ganga. Like the waters of Ganga, your gentle smile is pure, is not only pure, it also purifies us. Potani. So they are cool, they are sweet, they are purifying. Three attributes he has given. Now he says, Yena panka parampara malinatam Ekamranatha Priye. Ekamranatha Priye is the address, beloved of Ekamranatha. Yena Panka Parampara Malinita. Yenaha means sin. Panka is slush. Parampara means group. I have accumulated the slush of sins in my mind. Malinita. Malinita means dirtiness. I have accumulated dirtiness, dirt of the group of the mass of slush in my, because of the sins in my mind. Prajnanat sutaram adiya dhishanam prakshalayantu kshanat. Now the prayer comes. That malinita has to be removed. That dirtiness has to be prakshalayantu. Let it be washed clean. Let the dirt be washed clean. Where is it? Madiya dhishanam. In my intellect. In my intellect, the dirt is accumulated. So let it be washed clean. When? Kshanat, in a second, immediately, instant. Don't tell me, come tomorrow. Please do it now, right now. Kshanat, immediately. How will you wash it? Prajnanat sutaram. Sutaram means very much. Prajnanat, by grant of superior jnana. By grant of superior jnana, sutaram prakshalayantu. Let it be washed properly. Sutaram means very much, very clean. By grant of superior jnana, please clean up my intellect, which is dirty because of slush of sins. So he says, the mass of radiances of your gentle smile are extraordinarily cool by nature. They are very sweet. They are very pure and purifying like Ganga waters. So the prayer is, let them wash very clean my intellect by grant of superior jnana, by grant of jnana of Parabrahmam, prajnana, by grant of jnana of Parabrahmam. Let it be washed clean of the dirtiness, which is like a mass of slush. Dirtiness arising out of a mass of slush of sins in my intellect. Next.
अशान्तं परतन्त्रितः पशुपतिः त्वन्मन्दहासाङ्कुरैः श्रीकामाक्षि तदीय वर्णसमता सङ्गेन शङ्कामगे इन्दुं नाकधुनीं च शेखरयते मालां च दत्तेन वै वैकुण्ठैरव कुण्ठनं च कुरुते धूलीचये भास्मनैः.
Now the whole sloka is about Shiva. What Shiva does after seeing the gentle smile. That is the subject. Pashupatihi, Shiva, Tvanmanda hasa ankuraihi. By the sprouts of your gentle smile. By the sprouts of your gentle smile. He is always describing the gentle smile as a sprout. So beautiful, so young, so soft, so nice. So that is why he is comparing it with the sprout. Tvanmandahasa ankuraihi. By the sprouts of your gentle smile. Ashrantam paratantritaha. Paratantritaha means he has become a slave. He has become a slave to your gentle smile. He has become a subordinate to your gentle smile. Ashrantam, without let, continuously. He is continuously enslaved by the sprouts of your gentle smile. Then what does he do? Shankamahe, we suspect. That is, the poet suspects, having been enslaved, the Shiva, what does he do? Tadiya varna samata sangena. Tadiya, of the gentle smile. Varna samata, equality of color. Sangena, by contact. By noticing the equality of color of your gentle smile, by noticing the sameness of color with your gentle smile, noticing where, now he is describing. Indum nakadhunim cha shekharayate. Shekharayate, he is putting on his head. He is putting on his head moon as well as Ganga. Nakadhuni is Ganga, divine river. Dhuni is river. Naka is Swargaloka. So divine river, Swargaloka river, Ganga, and the moon he is putting on his head. Why he is putting on his head? The reason is by noticing the sameness of color with your gentle smile. Samata, Tadiya Varna, Samata Sangena. Samata is sameness. Tadiya Varna, the sameness of the color of the gentle smile. Sangena, by noticing it. By noticing it, he is putting them on his head. Not only that, Malam cha dhatte navaihi Vaikuntaihi avakunthanam cha kurute dhuli chayaihi bhasmanaihi. Navaihi Vaikuntaihi malam cha dhatte. Mala is garland. He is wearing a garland. What garland he is wearing? Navaihi Vaikuntaihi, new skulls of Brahma. Vaikuntha is skull of Brahma. All of us know that the fifth head of Brahma was taken away by Shiva and he is wearing it on his neck. Now, so many Brahmas come and go. So Brahma has got a limited life of a parardha, 100 years. Not our years, but Brahma's years. That is not going to the time calculation now. So he has got a certain life. At the end of the life, he joins Parabrahma. He becomes Paramatma. So in that process, the heads of Brahma are accumulated by Shiva. So the skulls, Navaihi Vaikuntaihi. Vaikuntha is Brahma's skull. Vaikuntha is Vishnu. Vaikuntha is Brahma because he is the son of Vishnu. So Vaikuntaihi by Brahma's skulls, obviously. Indirectly it means by Brahma's skulls. Not only that, he is wearing Brahma's skull because they also look white, like the gentle smile, though it is not as clean, as pure as moon or Ganga. He is wearing, because of the sameness, he is attracted by the sameness of the color, so he is wearing that. Then not only that, Avakunthanam cha kurute dhuli chayaihi bhasmanaihi. Bhasmanaihi dhuli chayaihi. He wears Avakunthanam cha kurute means he anoints. Avakunthanam is anointing, applying. He does the application of bhasma, the vibhuti, dhuli chayaihi, the mass of vibhuti. The mass of vibhuti, the mass of ashes, he is applying on his body. That also he does because of sameness of the color. So he is giving the reason like this. Because of the sameness of the color of the gentle smile with these objects, Shiva is wearing moon and Ganga on his head. He is wearing a garland of ever new, Navaihi, ever new, because every time, every new Brahma is born, the fifth head comes to him. So he says, the Brahma skulls, new Brahma skulls. Then he is also applying on his body the mass of Vibhuti, Bhasma, because of the same reason. And he was enslaved by the sprouts of your gentle smile. I think we stop for the day and then we invite questions. Time is up.
If anybody has any question, please unmute yourself and ask questions.
Only one small doubt. You said Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is Vishnu, huh?
Yes.